Laugh. If you would have offered me a job that paid $10, $12 an hour, I would have never told another joke in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
That debut on SNL would change everything. Today, Rock has 30 years of show business under his belt, most recently starring in the TV series Fargo.
What if he walks tall and stays a man? Hey, Chris Rock here.
And he has a new special on Netflix called Chris Rock Total Blackout, the Tambourine Extended Cut.
You know, they used to have signs up that said whites only. They used to have signs up that said no blacks allowed. Now they got something new. It's called prices.
Rock uses that signature wit to address the racial divides in America.
Whole Foods does not say no blacks allowed. But a $7 orange show does.
Race relations in this country are very, very uneasy.
As I always say, there are no race relations. A relationship is when things are equal between two people. That's a relationship. Okay? So when you say race relations, that term doesn't really exist.
Okay.
We were abused from the time we got here till about, 1978 legally.
Legally, yeah.
And there hasn't really been an economic conversation about it, because part of what happened from slavery till whatever, 1975, white people got loans and jobs, were basically given welfare.
Mm-hmm.
Basically given, a financial head start.
Yeah, an advantage for sure. When people hear the term white privilege, they don't like that term because they say, listen, I've struggled too. I haven't always succeeded, but no one wants to acknowledge gives you a certain advantage that black people don't have.
Well, so maybe white privilege is a bad term, but there is real estate privilege that you cannot deny. Yeah, there's no more. You don't need a sign that says no blacks allowed. You just make all the houses $3 million, and that will keep the blacks out. You know what I mean?
The deeply personal special also shows Rock unafraid to turn that critical lens back on himself, touching on divorce and infidelity.
Guys, we're horrible cheats. It's so easy to catch us because it's always the new chick. When you catch a woman, there's always some you done met 10 times.
I was very fascinated, I think, from a woman's point of view, that you talk so candidly about divorce.
At the end of the day, it's like, how did you treat the person you were with? Did you treat them with respect? Were you loyal? Did you honor them? And yeah, I was not a good partner.
But on the outside looking in, you had a beautiful wife, you had a lovely family, because I've experienced a cheater, pumpkin eater in my life too. So I'm always wondering, what are men looking for?
You know what? You don't know until it's gone. You know what I mean? And also, you ever watch a Marvel movie? The superhero, he gets his powers,
yeah,
and he has to test them. They fly to the sun or whatever, and they lift up, and then they crash to the ground,
yeah,
and they realize they're not God. And hopefully, that crash wakes you up.
Are your testing days over?
My testing days, I like peace.
Yeah.
I value peace. I value putting my phone down and not being in the shower like, where's my phone?
That's a terrible way to live,
Oh
Chris.
my God, it's a horrible way to live. Where's my iPad? The iPad's the one that really gets you, because you can erase stuff on your phone, but it's still on your iPad.
But your cheating days are over, you say.
So over.
So what are you looking for in a partner, Chris?
You know what, Gail? I'm just dealing with my kids, and if I meet somebody, it'd be great.
Lola was here. I got to see Lola again.
Lola.
And Zara. What do you want to teach them about men? What are you teaching them about men?
Men. I mean, what do I teach them about men? First of all, I shower them in attention. Like ridiculous attention. So when they get attention from men or women, you never know, it's not going to be a big deal to them. I want my girls to be independent. Mm-hmm. Let people in your life based on integrity and, and character, as opposed to curly hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. These days, Rock is focusing on his two daughters, and with the pandemic has come fresh perspective. I actually do believe that life is better when shared, and it is. COVID does open up a whole way of thinking about things. I really do believe that.
Yeah, I put it this way: we were all on this hamster wheel, and there was just so much going on. And I know 300,000 people are dead, so it's,
Yeah.
you know.
No, we're not making light of that.
We're not
Yes.
making light of that, but it was great to pause.
Yeah.
You know, I will never work like I did before COVID.
You won't? Why?
Nah, I mean,
Why?
I'm just because life is short, you know, and I think until you turn 50, you're like trying to accumulate things,
Yeah.
and then once you turn 50, you're like, okay, how much can I live without?